Hey guys, it is Aurora Virus here, and I'm gearing up for the new Formula One season. That is only just 6 days away, next Friday. I expect a really good anticipated season. Here's the latest news of Formula One for those of you that don't know already. Excuse me, the FIA has already published their list, which does not include neither USF1 or Stefan GP. And some people are kind of surprised that Stefan GP did not get USF1's spot on the grid. Quite frankly, I'm glad about that, because I believe USF1 should be able to get in, hopefully maybe for 2011. And for Stefan GP, they bought the Toyota car, and I think it was a good decision, in my opinion, that they did not get in. In terms of the entry list for the people that are driving, who knows, for the different manufacturers, here's what the FIA has published their list as of the 3rd of this month. And here's who we got driving: Jenson Button and Lewis Hamilton, a very good rivalry. Two Brits driving for McLaren Mercedes. Should be a very heated battle between the two, I believe. Next, and they're two reigning world champions. So hey, that's pretty good. For Mercedes GP Petronas, we've got Michael Schumacher, 7-time Formula One world champion, and Nico Rosberg pairing up. I believe that also will be a very good battle between the two. Michael Schumacher, let's see what he can do coming out of retirement after 3 years. I believe he's still got it within him to hopefully go out there, win some races, and maybe become, who knows, a 10-time world champion. For Red Bull Racing Renault, we have Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber. Last year, it was a very heated battle between Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel. Mark Webber won a couple races. Vettel, he also won a few races. Vettel nearly lost out on the championship title. He took second place away from Rubens Barrichello last year at Abu Dhabi after Vettel won the last race of the season. Then next for Ferrari, we have Felipe Massa and Fernando Alonso. All I gotta say is a good anticipated battle between those two, and welcome back, Felipe Massa. I'm glad you've recovered from your injury from last year, and hope it all goes well with you, Massa. For Williams Cosworth, we have Rubens Barrichello and Nico Hulkenberg. Rubens Barrichello, can't wait to see what he does for Williams. Nico Hulkenberg, the GP2 star, let's see what he can do. I believe that also should be a pretty good battle. For Renault, we have Robert Kubica and Vitaly Petrov. Once again, I believe those two, they may not. Renault may not be as good of a fighter first part of the season, but I think they probably will later on down the road. But I do anticipate between those two should be a pretty good battle between. But I do think that maybe Kubica may have a little bit more of an edge than Petrov, the GP2 star. For Force India Mercedes, we have Adrian Sutil and Vitantonio Liuzzi. What can I say? Look what they did last year when Giancarlo Fisichella took pole position in Spa, and then came in second place in the race, courtesy of Raikkonen having Kurz on board and slowing Sutil down, or Fisichella, I mean, and Adrian Sutil, he nearly got pole in Monza if it wouldn't have been for Hamilton. So I do think Force India will be very strong this year. After a couple of weak seasons when they first started out, I'm glad to see that they're running near the front of the pack. For Scuderia Toro Rosso Ferrari, we have Sebastien Buemi and Jaime Alguersuari. Those two should also be pretty good. They didn't do quite as good last season, but I do think Buemi was better of the two. So I anticipate both of them being near the front of the pack, maybe 4th, 5th place. Who knows? But I do think that'll be a very good battle. I like it. I really love their car that they made, especially considering that they're not being a part of Red Bull anymore, or being it based off the same design as Red Bull Racing. So the Farenza-based team had to design their own car separately. For the other newcomer, Lotus Cosworth, Jarno Trulli, and Heikki Kovalainen. And it'll probably be a while before Lotus start being competitive. Lotus goes way back, and I do think eventually they will get competitive, but not in the first few races, especially. So look for them to be near the back of the pack. Next one is Hispania Racing, formerly Campos Matus, Cosworth. Now, they've already got one of their drivers named, Bruno Senna, although they have not gotten their other driver named as of yet. But Bruno Senna is one. I do think that they'll probably be still at about the back of the pack, but they'll be better than Lotus and Virgin. For BMW Sauber Ferrari, Pedro de la Rosa and Kamui Kobayashi. Now, I really anticipate that both of those to be very strong. During the pre-testing, they did very good on the timesheets. Kamui Kobayashi, he's a very good person. Look at what he did, just coming in, just starting or racing for Toyota. Look at what he did. He was holding back off soon-to-be world champion Jenson Button, and then look at what he did in Abu Dhabi, the final race of the season. He could have even had a race victory, particularly if Vettel and Weber wouldn't have been too far ahead. But a very strong part from Kobayashi, and I do expect him to do a very good job again this season. For Virgin, we have Timo Glock and Lucas de Grassi. Again, same as Lotus. They'll probably be at the back of the field, but hopefully eventually they'll start to make some progress as the races go on. And so it's a very good list. People, I am just so stoked. 6 days away from the first race, or at least practice session anyway. And so I am looking to see what everybody can do. My prediction for qualifying on who takes the pole in the victory. Well, I got to give the qualifying run to I'd probably give the pole to Sebastian Vettel and the victory to Lewis Hamilton. So we will see if I'm right. But I do really hope Michael Schumacher does a very good, strong run here this season. And I do anticipate it. And make sure that you tune in next Friday for practice. If you live here in America, remember, on Speed will host your Formula One racing for Friday practice, Saturday qualifying, and the race on Sunday. So make sure that you tune in your DVR, or you tune in and watch for the Formula One practice. And we will get a glimpse of all the cars and just how well they run. And I'm really looking forward to another tremendous season, but more competitive, I think, this season than last season. So, and remember to stay tuned for the latest in Formula One news, as well as my thoughts on all the races after qualifying and the race itself. Look for my analysis of the race and what I thought about it. So make sure that you tune in. So make sure that you go over and click that subscribe button over there. Go click that button and be sure to tune in and to stay tuned for it. And it's something that you do not want to miss. So be sure to do that. Also, one final note too, that there will be a new comment for those of you that are in America. Speed TV will have a new commentator. Since it won't be Peter Windsor anymore, or that'll be doing the sidelines. So make sure you also look forward to that. Peter did a very tremendous job doing the sidelines, and unfortunately, even though USF1 could not make the grid this season, I really hope that they can get in next year for 2011. And I wish you the best, Peter Windsor. Just keep trying, and let's get in there for next year. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So, like I said, remember to stay tuned for that. Well, guys, till next video, guys, Robert signing out.